Come on, this lights out. Okay, guys, we are back. We have our new fuel pump, our replacement fuel pump. Let me show you that really quick. I want to give you a few little tips, a few little pointers. You're going to notice that the spindle or the shaft, it's going to have the little key on there. Let me give you a little insight on that. Okay, that does not mean that that is going to be TDC. Okay, I'll repeat again. For this particular year, I think on the first years, yes, it did make a difference. On this one, it does not. I'm going to show you that. Okay, there's the gear. The gear literally gets slipped right on over the top. Okay, once you do that, I'm going to show you guys how to torque it down. You are going to need to torque this down. I believe it's going to be to 184 foot-pounds. Okay, when you do that, then you're going to install a little timing plate. Okay, if you're going to notice, I'm going to mark it, but right there you have a letter T, then you have a letter B. Every time, this thing only goes one way. If you're going to notice it, check that out, guys. It only goes one way. See, there it is. Okay, guys, so you're going to notice that the plate only gets installed one way. If for some reason the timing is, or the T is at the bottom, you can always rotate the actual gear to the top to make it TDC 1. You have the little mark here on top, and you're going to simply line up the T or the tooth or both, rotate it clockwise, and you're going to keep it right at the 12 o'clock position. When you do that, your pump is timed properly. Okay, when it gets installed, let's just say it's already been rotated, and let's just say we're at TDC. Okay, this plate will clear the inside and it will not get stuck. If your timing is not right, and let's say it's this way, it's never going to go in. This gear will not mate with the gear that's going to be on the inside of the gear housing. Okay, I repeat that again. It has to be timed properly. So if this is correct, you're going to rotate that all the way around, TDC, the whole gear, not just this, not just the plate. Okay, you're going to be something like that. If you're going to notice the plate, it's kind of look like a moon. The plate and the gears, that allows for that to simply slide right through. These gears will mate with the other one, and then you're ready to go from there. The O-ring and the seal already there, make sure you lubricate that. I usually use some of that can't even say that. The white grease, you can use Lucas assembly oil, whatever is comfortable for you. Again, there's the mark. You're going to mark this all up. So we're going to get that all going together right now. So stand by. Okay, guys, a few other little tips I forgot to mention. Once you get your gear on and installed, what I like to do is you can either use a little yellow marker like this. You can mark the plate. Okay, again, you're going to mark it right there where it says T, and you're going to mark the corresponding tooth with it. It just kind of makes it it makes it a lot easier when you're aligning the gear, the tooth, with the mark that's on here. Okay, now keep in mind, when you actually go to mount the entire pump to the truck itself, you might be off just a hair. In other words, these holes will not line up with the engine block, and I'm talking just by a little bit. Don't worry about that. Concentrate on just getting this in there nice and secure. Okay, once you do that, you'll be fine. Also, this little plate, very, 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 very important. Aside from torquing this bad boy down, you've got 3 of these little bad boys here. Okay, it's a T25, I think, or something like that. Anyway, use a little bit of Loctite. This is a really, really old bottle, but use a little bit of Loctite just to help it secure. They do need to be torqued down. Do not over torque them. They will snap. I did do that on one of them a while back, and I learned the hard way. So just to give you a little heads up. Okay, also, guys, make sure you have coffee, plenty of coffee. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have the fuel pump mounted. It's not torqued down yet. This is just something the way we do it on our end. I'm going to show you guys how we torque it down. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So you're going to see the nut itself is just, it's the same on both sides. So there's nothing special on this side. There's nothing like flat on one side or flat on the other. Okay, so we're going to mount this up here, and again, it's going to be 184 foot-pounds. Let me double check the book on that, but if I remember correctly, that's what it is. So let me double check. Be right back. There we go, guys. So there we go. There's our fuel pump. We're going to torque this shit down. Now, I'm going to show you how we do it. It's not the right way, but I'm here working by myself, so if this is you, this may help you out. Here are the torque specs. The nut, 184. The 3 little bolts on the timing plate, 72 little inch-pounds. or Newton meters, 8 Newton meters. You figure it out from there. So we're gonna do this right now. Let's see if it works. If not, I gotta call somebody and help me out with this, but let's see. Almost there. There you go, guys, 184 foot-pounds. So you can do something like this, or whatever works for you guys. There really is no right or wrong way, just be safe. So now we're gonna put the plate on. We're gonna make sure that we're TDC and the pump's ready to go. Okay, guys, as you can tell, gear's already on, it's torqued in. Sorry I had the compressor going, but I got the plate on. I did use a little bit of Loctite. You're gonna need a T30. Okay, you're also gonna need a little torque wrench. I just got this one from Harbor Freight. It's a Pittsburgh style. And again, it's just gonna go to whatever the book says, and if I'm not mistaken, 72 inch-pounds or 8 Newton meters. So if I have this done correctly, Newton meters. There you go. So anyway, get this thing torqued down. Like I said, I did put a little bit of Loctite. You don't have to, but I just kind of want to err on the side of caution. So torque these things down. Once that's done, make sure you lubricate this. We're going to use a little bit of the assembly lube from Lucas. You can use the white assembly grease. Either one works just fine. So once you're done torquing that down, if you want to add any accessories, now's the time. In my opinion, you can probably do it later, but space is very limited. So anyway, this is all done, ready to go. Let me get everything going from there. All right, guys, hopefully the camera can show this. So this bottom fuel line, I'm gonna install this one right now. I'm gonna install the little manifold on it, but I'm not gonna install the line just because I want a little bit more room when I'm actually gonna be installing this. Now, again, you can either install the pump as is and then worry about this later, or you can do it now. Again, whatever works for you is fine. There's 3 of these bolts. You're gonna use 13 millimeter, and again, it's gonna get torqued down to 22 foot-pounds. Same thing goes for the ones on the top, okay? 22 foot-pounds, 22 foot-pounds. This is all set and ready to go. The only thing I need to do right now is make sure I set the timing marks up like I told you about. So this yellow mark, I'm gonna mark the tooth just for a little more visibility. I'm gonna line it up with the little hash mark that's gonna be at the top. And then again, don't forget to lubricate that. So let me get this done, get that all marked up and pretty and ready to go, and that's pretty much ready to go from there. I'm gonna try to set up the shot so I can show you how to install it on the truck itself. So I hope that helps. All right, guys, so here we go. Pump is ready to be installed. Timing is set. Accessories installed, torque down. I'm just gonna leave these 2 lines out. I need a little bit of room. At least that's what I'm figuring is gonna work for me. Next thing I'm gonna do now is we're gonna set up the shot, and hopefully I can give you guys a glimpse as to what the hell we are doing. So, I don't know if you guys can see that. That's a good angle. Doesn't really look like it to me, does it? All right, guys, that's about as good as an angle as I'm gonna get, which is not really a great angle. Let me see if I can do something better here. That would be a good shot right there. Let's see. All right, fuck it. I'm going with that right there. Let's go.
A ver, espérate, déjame subirme bien. Hold on, okay?
Okay, guys, so this part of the video is pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. I'm not going to try to narrate or anything over, go over the top. But anyway, what you're going to see is the 4 bolts are going to be aligned, and you're simply going to slide the pump forward. Now, if you're off just a little bit, you can kind of shimmy the pump so that the mounting holes line up with the pump. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and insert the 4 bolts that secure the fuel pump to the actual housing. Once you do that, you're going to torque everything down. Again, it's 44 foot-pounds for the 4 bolts. Don't forget the side plate. And then everything else is pretty much the reverse order of how you did it. And that's it. So the video itself is not going to show you how to prime it and do all that. This is just kind of what we found up to this point. And again, everything else is the reverse order of what you're doing. I do have some videos on how to prime. If not, I'm going to try to post some new ones, and hopefully that'll help you guys out.
Poco.
Sí, para que agarre la rosca.
Si no agarra, le tengo que dar vuelta poquito a la bomba. ¿Sí agarró?
Se me hace que sí. Siento como que sí.
Ok, a ver. All right, guys, so I don't know if you can see it, but we were able to get it in there. And now the fun part really begins, because now we've got to line up the 2 bolts here, and then we got to get these little bad boys that are hiding all the way back there. So there's one at the top left, one at the bottom left. So right now we've got everything lined up as best we can. I recommend very carefully try to feed that bolt in. Make sure you get the threads in nice and straight. Do not cross the threads. Just make it a little bit easier for yourself. So yeah, just to give you an idea of what we got. All right, guys, so once you got everything lined up and everything's good to go, I recommend use your fingers. Make sure you get that in there slowly, and then go ahead and torque it all down. It is 44 foot-pounds, guys. That's 44 foot-pounds. Once you do that, that's pretty much it from there. It's all should be a lot easier, in my opinion. You got this plate, support plate that goes back here. This is mounted at 72 foot-pounds. There's 2 nuts back here that hold the plate in place, and that is at 22 foot-pounds, I believe. I'll double check that. And then everything else, we're going to go ahead and go little by little and get that all together.